We're going to start in tabletop this morning, going right into our cat-cows. So stack the joints, make sure your hands are rotated outward slightly. That's the biggest complaint when people are on their hands a lot is their wrists. So make sure you spread those fingers wide so your wrists don't have quite so much pressure on them. We'll inhale, drop the belly, reach that tailbone up, pull the chest forward, look up. And then exhale. Push the ground away from you through your hands and your knees. Pull your belly in. Arch the spine. Tuck the chin. Inhale. Exhale. Right into that Ujjayi breath this morning, matching the movement with the breath. Try to initiate the movement from your belly button and have your gaze be the last thing to move each time here. No pauses with the breath, no pauses with the movement. Everything's nice and fluid. Let's do one more round. And then we'll sink back into child's pose. Bring the knees out wide so you can bring the torso down. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Try to sink the hips as low to the heels as you can. Reach the arms out long. Spine is nice and long. Belly stays engaged. One more breath here. And then we'll come up into tabletop again. We'll come into bird dog. So right arm, left leg lifts. Keep the belly engaged. Keep the left foot flexed. And balance here. Maybe if you want more challenge, you lift the right toes just a bit off of the mat. Try to keep your hips level. And then we'll bring the right foot down. If you had that lifted, point the left toes, stretch, and then exhale, round yourself forward. Really push into that hand and knee connected to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Get that knee in as close to your chest as possible. Inhale back out and exhale, release. Restack everything and let's do the other side. Inhale and hold for a few breaths. Balance, push into that hand and knee. Maybe lift the left toes a bit. Keep the belly tight. We'll bring the left foot down if it's lifted. Point the right toes. Inhale. Exhale, round forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, long reach. And exhale, round forward. Inhale back out. Exhale, release. Sink back into child's pose again. Big inhale. On your exhale, thread the needle. Right arm across the chest, under the left arm. Forehead on the mat or right temple on the mat. Right palm up or down. Keep that left shoulder down. Actively press your right shoulder and upper arm down into the mat. One more inhale here. If you want to stretch those arms a little longer. And then on your exhale, bring the right arm back out in front of you. Stay here for an inhale. Release, stretch, and lengthen. And then exhale, thread the needle on the other side. Trying to mirror whatever you did on the other side with your head or your palm up or down. Actively press that left shoulder and upper arm into the mat. Keep the right shoulder down. One more inhale. And then exhale that arm back out. Take an inhale. And then back into tabletop on your exhale. Here we're gonna tuck the toes and hover the knees. Push into your hands so shoulders are really protracted here. Feel the core fire up. Belly is tight. You can stay here. If this is enough of a challenge, just stay. Otherwise, you can bring that left leg back and then bring the toes back down. Keep the knees hovering, and then right leg will extend. Keep pushing into your hands and bring it back. And then left leg and back. Trying to keep those hips level. Trying to do this with as much control as possible and keep pushing into the hands. Nice strong shoulders. One more on that right side there. Hover, hold, 5, 4, push into your hands, 2, 1, and then back into child's pose. Big inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Forehead stays between the arms. If you'd like, you can stack your left hand on top of the right. Feeling a nice big stretch along the left side of the body. Try to keep your hips low. Next inhale, come back center, reaching as far out as you can, and on the exhale, coming over to the left, maybe stacking the right hand on top of the left now. Next inhale, come back center. And then we're going to come forward into puppy dog. So you'll stack your hips over your knees. Keep reaching your arms out long. Forehead to the mat, maybe chin to the mat. For the last few breaths, if you'd like, you can bring your hands together behind your head so you're only on your elbows. Then draw the elbows and knees towards one another on your mat. Just energetically, nothing actually moves on your mat. Just pulling back on the elbows, getting a nice stretch in through the shoulders, the triceps, the upper back. Bring those arms back out in front of you. We'll shift forward onto our belly. Bring our right arm out. We're going to roll over on that arm. So left hand under the left shoulder for support. And you decide if you want that arm further out in front of you. It'll be more of a stretch, closer towards the hand closer to your hips, the less of a stretch. So push into that left palm, roll yourself over. Your left foot can rest on the ground behind that right leg if you'd like, or you can just extend the leg long, giving yourself a little more weight in the low body to roll over to that side. And head rests on the mat. One more breath here. And then we'll come back through on our belly. Right hand under that right shoulder, extend the left arm out. And then when you're ready, push into that right hand, rolling over on the left arm. One more breath. And we'll come back through onto the belly. Bring your hands under your shoulders, next to your chest. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your quads, lift your hips, lift your belly, lift your chest. See if you can't come through. Here, a reverse push up, and then hold in plank. You can use your knees if you need to. Hold here, push the ground away, belly tight, quads are engaged, shoulders protracted. Breathe here. We'll come down onto our elbows for forearm plank. Hold here. If you want, you can just hold, or you could bring your right knee forward to your right elbow and back, left knee and back, right side, back, left, back, one more on each side. Push into those elbows, and then we'll come back into high plank and hold here. Maybe lift the right foot to a hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. And then downward dog. First downward dog here. So go ahead and walk it out. Work the backs of the legs. Work into the feet and the ankles. Inhale the right leg up high, and then exhale, stack that hip. Bend the knee, bring that right hip as far on top of the left hip as you can. Maybe big circles with the knee if you'd like, going in one direction and then the other, or just enjoy the stretch. Try to get that right foot as close to the left shoulder as possible. Everybody pushes into that right hand a little more. And then we'll inhale back to our three-legged dog. And exhale, release that foot to the mat. Inhale the left leg up, nice and high, and then exhale, bend that knee, stack the hip. Press more into that left hand. Try to even the weight under your hands. And then back to our three-legged dog. Exhale, release it down. Come down into one more child's pose before we begin. Reconnect with the breath if you're already starting to lose it. Slow it down. Deepen it. Stay in control of the breath. That's an indicator through your practice. Whenever you lose that control, you need to back off, modify, take a break. Breath is the most important part of yoga. Go ahead and meet back in downward dog. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Keep your feet hip width apart. Let's take a shoulder rinse. So clasp the hands behind you. Bend the knees and rest your chest down on your thighs. Then lift your arms away from the body. Let your head hang heavy. You can lift through the hips, but still keep your chest resting on your thighs. One more breath here. And release that grip. You can heel toe the feet back to touch. Take a soft bend in the knees and inhale, circle, sweep up the arms, come up to standing. Let's go into our sun salutations. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog, where we'll hold for a few breaths. Big inhale. Prepare on that exhale. And then forward on the inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up to standing. Maybe even reaching back a little. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back and down. Meeting in that downward dog. Taking a few deep breaths. Keep your belly drawn in, quads engaged. Inhale. Prepare on the exhale. And then forward and lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale up to standing. Reach and stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Pull the belly in. You can bend the knees if you need to. Round the spine. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, back and down. Take an inhale. Prepare on the exhale. Forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, arms to your side. We'll separate our feet hip width apart for 3-part chair. Inhale your arms straight out in front of you. Pull the shoulders back and lift the chest. Glue the fingers together, and then exhale, take a seat. You want toes pointed straight ahead. Weight is back in the heels. There is a slight leaning forward here to counterbalance the hips, dropping a little lower. Inhale all the way up and onto the toes. And then slide down an imaginary wall. So for the second and third part, we keep shoulders stacked over the hips. Once you lower the hips as much as you can, focus on the feet. Drive the heels and ankles forward more. Inhale, come up. Keep your arms strong. Drop your heels to the mat. And then lift them just about an inch or so you can pinch the knees together. Zipper up the thighs and then slide back down that imaginary wall. Keeping shoulders over the hips, upper body back. As long as knees feel okay, you're coming to a hover over the heels. So you have to allow the heels to lift away from your mat. Press the knees away from you. Think about if I put a ball on your lap, it would roll off forward. Keep the upper body back, arms strong. Squeeze those legs and knees together as you come up with control. And exhale, release. Take a breath. So we're going to keep our feet hip width apart here. Hands to the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Patagostasana. You're going to come forward. Grab the big toes with the 2-piece fingers. And then with your grip, inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. It's fine to bend the knees a little if you need to. Pinch the elbows towards the shins to help slide the shoulders away from the ears. Keep your belly engaged. Inhale halfway. Switch your grip on the exhale. Step on the palms, toes towards the wrists, and then inhale with that grip. Exhale, fold. Still keeping belly tight. Head is hanging heavy. Inhale halfway, release your grip, and exhale, bring the toes and heels back to touch. And then we'll inhale, drop the hips, sweep the arms up, coming into chair, moving into a sun B here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog, turning that left heel in. Inhale, right foot forward up to warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, lower down, elbows in tight. Inhale up. Exhale to downward dog. Second downward dog, turn that right heel in. Left foot forward on the inhale, coming up, warrior one. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale up and exhale into downward dog and hold. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. Inhale forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink the hips, reach the arms up. We're going to do another one. Really be mindful of the breath here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it back and lower. Inhale up. Exhale to downward dog, turning that left heel in, right foot forward, inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step back and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog, turn the right heel in. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward up to warrior two. So plant that back foot. Come down nice and low. Heels should be in the same line on your mat. Back leg engaged. You're going to tilt forward, keep the hips low, reach forward, and then send it back. Reverse your warrior. Hips stay nice and low. Then we'll come forward on our exhale and into extended side angle. So slice that left arm out in front of you and bring it to the side of the head. Keep the hips low. Little bit of weight in that elbow to knee connection, but mostly just there for support. Inhale back to warrior two and exhale. Hands plant, step back, take a flow, or meet in downward dog if you need a break. Inhale your left foot forward, come up to warrior two. Settle into it. Nice strong arms, strong legs. Reach forward, keep those hips low, and then reverse it. And then on your exhale, extended side angle. Trying to create a nice, long, straight line from your right heel up the right side of the body, not those fingertips. Stay connected with your breath. Inhale back into your warrior two. And then we're going to turn the left toes in and take a wide leg stretch here. So inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, reach the chest and chin forward as you come down to really keep the spine long the whole way down. Let's grab our big toes with our 2-piece fingers. Take an inhale to lengthen, and then exhale. Fold all the way into it. Use your grip to help you here. Pull on those toes. Nice long spine, belly tight, quads engaged. Weight rocked forward into the balls of the feet. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, arms out to a T. Inhale all the way up to standing. Turn those left toes back towards the front of your mat. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back, take a flow. We're meeting downward dog. Inhale, your right foot forward, turn the back foot, come up to warrior two. Going into triangle, keeping that front leg bent, we'll flip our palms and rotate our arms. Come down really low with your lunge if you want to come down lower. Don't bend at the waist to reach your fingertips towards the right toes. Keep both sides of the torso nice and long here. Now press into that front leg, front foot, and straighten the leg, coming into extended triangle. Keeping your torso down. Your right fingertips can rest somewhere on that right leg, keeping the torso in line with the front leg, flattened out from the side. Inhale, back up into your warrior two. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back, take a flow. Inhale, your left foot forward, up into warrior two. Settle into it here, and then flip your palms, rotate your arms. Coming into regular old Trikonasana first. Rolling the right shoulder back, pushing the hips a little more forward, chest a little more back, and then push into that front leg, front foot, and straighten the leg. Now extended Trikonasana. Push equally into both feet. Inhale, back up and turn the left toes in for another wide leg stretch. We'll take a clasp with our hands behind us for a shoulder rinse with this one. Pull down on the arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Keep that spine nice and long all the way down. When you can't fold anymore, then bring the arms up away from the body. Make sure you're bringing the weight forward in the feet. Head hanging heavy. Inhale, back up, nice and slowly, looking forward. And then exhale, take a step forward to the top of your mat. Take a breath here in mountain pose. You can do some balancing here. Inhale, arms up, setting up for eagle. That right arm's going to swing under the left, wrapping the arms or maybe grabbing opposite shoulders. And then sink the hips and bring that right leg up and over. Bring the upper body back. Squeeze everything tight. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Pull the elbows down, broaden the chest. Last breath. On the inhale, we release, flooding the body with fresh oxygen. Arms reach up. Then exhale the left arm under now. Sink the hips. Then bring that left leg up and over on the right. Getting the legs twisted, and then maybe see if you can't sink down a little lower, sit a little lower, trying to get compression in the hips as well. Last breath. And then we'll inhale, release. Exhale, arms down to your side. And take a breath. Left hand to that left hip, weight shifts over to that leg, and you'll bring your right leg up, grab the big toe with your two peace fingers, and then lift the chest, press down into that left foot, and begin to kick out. And it's okay if you don't get that upper leg straight. Keep your chest lifted though. You don't want your kick to start pulling you forward and pulling in the low back. If you are able to straighten that top leg, then next step is to start bending your elbow, pulling that leg towards you and leaning towards it. We'll open out to the right. You can keep your grip with your toe or just grab your knee. You can make this a little more challenging by looking over your left shoulder if you'd like. Try to keep that left hip straight forward. When we open out, that hip starts to turn with the right leg. Try to keep it pointing straight forward. We'll come back, center. Give your leg some help. If you have the grip and you're able to straighten the leg, pull it up. If not, grab behind the leg so that you can straighten it and pull it up as high as you can with your grip, then hands to the hips to hold it there. Don't lean back to lift that leg. Pull your belly in tight. Lift that leg up high. Keep it up high. Shoulders relaxed. And then let's step it back into a high lunge. We're going to stretch out where we were working. So you come into that high lunge. You can stay here if you're already feeling it quite a bit. If you want a little more, lift that right arm up and over into a side bend. Take 3 deep breaths. Next inhale, both arms reach up back to center with the spine, and then exhale, hands plant, step back, lower. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. And then come forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stand up. Exhale, arms to your side. Right hand to that right hip. Weight shifts over to that side. And then lift the left leg. Peace fingers around that big toe. And then lift the chest. Press down into that standing leg. Standing leg stays straight and strong. Begin to kick into your grip. And then we'll open out to the side. Keeping hold of the foot, the big toe, or grab the knee if you need to modify. Look over that right shoulder if you want more challenge. We'll bring it back, center, giving that leg some help while it's straight. See how high you can lift it up, and then hold it there with your own strength. Quad, hip flexor, abdomen. Don't let it fall. Lift it up high, point the toes, breathe into it, and then step it back. Stretch it out. So find a nice solid foundation here, feet hip width apart on your mat. And then if you went a little further with the side bend, head into that. Take 3 breaths. Inhale back to center. Reach both arms up. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step back for a flow or down dog. Drop your knees and come down to child's pose. Take 5 nice deep breaths. After that 5th breath, we'll meet back in downward dog. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. Inhale forward. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right elbow down, standing bow. Palm facing up, left palm faces forward. Weight shifts to that left foot. Reach back for the inside of your right ankle. All 5 fingers glued together. Drop that right knee down, square up the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick into your grip. Trying to let the knee go straight back. Find that sweet spot of balance where you can hold. Last couple breaths. If you want to take it further now. And then release. Take a breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, left elbow down, palm up, right palm turns forward. Drop that hand back for the inside of your left ankle. And then bring that left knee down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick. Big, big kick. Coming down just to that sweet spot where you can hold. And then last couple breaths, your chance to take it further, kick higher, reach further. And release. Take a breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back, lower down. We'll meet back in downward dog. Inhale the right foot forward up to warrior 1. Reach those arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior 2. And exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale your left foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to do that flow again, but instead of extended side angle, we'll take triangle with the knee bent, regular old triangle. So inhale the right foot forward up to your warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, plant your hands, take a flow or down dog. Inhale your left foot forward up to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, take flow or down dog. Come down into child's pose. Big inhale through your nose, fill the lungs, and then exhale out through your mouth. 2 more like that. Come up onto your knees, setting up for camel. Hands to the low back. Fingers pointing down, pinch the elbows towards one another. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your chest up, and then exhale, begin to round back, looking back, maybe reaching back for your grip. Come out slowly with control, hands to the low back. You can take a seat on your heels, take a breath here. We will do a second set. Back up on your knees. Knees can be slightly wider than hips here in second part if you'd like. Hands back to the low back. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your chest. You're trying to stay lifted out of the low back as you go back. If you're keeping your hands on your low back, that's a good opportunity to bring awareness to lengthening the lower spine. Press the heel of your palm down into your pelvis to help lengthen the lower spine. We'll slowly come back out. Hands to the low back for support. Take a seat on your heels. Moving into rabbit, slide your hands down to cup your heels. We'll tuck our chin, pull our belly in, round our shoulders forward, round the whole spine forward. Try to place your forehead on your knees if you can, or as close to them as possible. Then really get a good grip with your heels. Lift your hips up, pull on the heels. Keep the chin tucked. Keep the belly tight. Lift those hips high. One day our thighs are perpendicular to the mat. Slowly round yourself back up. We'll take a seat on our mat. And bring your right leg out and your left foot in. Janushirshasana. You can keep that leg straight or bend it and take a forehead to knee connection, whatever you would prefer. If you're keeping the leg straight, you're going to find your lowest grip, and then inhale with that grip and come forward into your forward fold. And then otherwise, if you're trying for that forehead to knee connection, you'll find a grip on the foot, bending the knee as much as you need to grab the foot, tuck the chin, forehead to knee. Maybe you're able to keep your leg straight and get your forehead to your knee. In that case, you're getting the benefits of the leg stretch as well as the compression of the posture. For everyone else, You're choosing one or the other. One more breath. Inhale to come back up and switch legs. So left leg is extended out, right foot in, either finding your lowest grip with the leg straight and inhaling before hinging forward, or inhale, reach the arms up, grab the foot, and then tuck the chin, round yourself over that leg, forehead to the knee. Last breath. And then we'll inhale to come back up. We're going to come into butterfly, so you can keep that right leg bent, bend the left leg, feet together here, and then open them up like a book. You can have those feet a little further out or bring them closer in towards you. If you're getting enough of a challenge here, you can just stay here. If you'd like, you could lean forward, get more of a stretch in the hips. Maybe use your elbows into your legs to help get those legs a little closer to the ground, those knees a little closer to the ground. You can, as you hinge forward, you can keep the spine long, or you could tuck the chin and round yourself forward, trying to get your head into your feet. Either one of those options is fine. You could even use your hands out in front of you to walk forward, giving yourself a little self-adjustment. One more breath. And then on that next inhale, you're going to come up very carefully. We're going to take a wide leg stretch. So you'll bring your legs out as wide as you can. You can sit on something if you need help getting your pelvis tilted forward, like a rolled up towel or a pillow, or even roll up the back of your mat. But bring your legs out wide and then try to rock that pelvis forward. And then when you're ready, you can reach the arms forward as much as you'd like. You can walk them, keep walking them down. Just stop where you feel the most challenge, but you're able to hold. You might like to keep the feet flexed. You might like to point the toes. Maybe just relax the feet and have them somewhere in between those two options. See what feels best there for you. Last breath. And then on your inhale, carefully come back up. We'll bring legs together. You can keep sitting on your blanket or towel if you've got one. You want to walk the hips back under you, though. So you're leaning forward a bit already to start. We're going to grab the big toes with the two peace fingers. So if you need to bend the knees a little to get the feet, that's fine. Inhale, lengthen up out of the hips, lift the chest, and then reach that chest forward towards the toes as you come down. And then relax the head. One more breath. We'll slowly come back up on that inhale. And we're going to take a twist. So bring your left leg under and your right leg over. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And you can keep that left leg straight if you need help keeping both hips down on the ground. Right hand behind you for support. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Turn to the right side of the room and then hook your arm on the outside of your knee. Rotate that arm inward, try to grab for the knee, and then take another inhale facing the right side of the room, lift up, and then exhale, take it on around, look over that right shoulder as much as you can, even if it's just with your eyeballs. Keep your belly tight. Lift through the chest, roll the shoulders down the back. Last breath. We'll go ahead and release and switch legs. So right leg will be under now. Left leg crosses over. You want that ankle and knee touching. So don't bring that foot too far back. Left hand behind you to help you sit up really tall through the spine. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, turn to the left side of the room. Hook the arm, rotate it inward, try to grab the knee, and then take another inhale. Lengthen, exhale, twist it on around. The inhales lift and lengthen. The exhales twist you down and around. Last breath. Go ahead and release. Find a comfortable seat. So if you'd like to sit on your heels, you can. You can sit crisscross. You can sit on a block. You want to get comfortable in it, and you want to have the spine nice and long so we have lots of room in the torso here for our lungs to expand. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing to end class. So you're going to take your right two peace fingers and place them at your brow bone. Your thumb is going to be working the right nostril, and your ring finger is going to be working the left nostril. Plug the right side, and we'll take an inhale in the left, and then plug the left and exhale out of the right. And inhale in the right. Plug the right and exhale out of the left. And in through the left. Switch to the right and exhale. Feel free to close your eyes if you'd like. Switch to the left and exhale. So it's an exhale and an inhale on each side. Before then switching. Nice deep ujjayi breath with it. Being mindful of tension in the body, relax the shoulders, relax the hips, relax the face. Got about a minute more. To finish this off, the next time you open up the right side, you'll take your exhale and you'll be done. You can bring both hands down to your lap. Take 3 nice, easy breaths here, letting go of the ujjayi breath. Just breathing easy, noticing how you feel. That alternate nostril breath wakes us up, keeps us alert but calm. After those 3 breaths, come down onto your back, lying down and taking Shavasana. There's still a full 3 minutes before the class is over. So stay in Shavasana as long as you can. For some of us, Shavasana is the hardest posture we do, but for most of us, it is the most important posture we do. It's so easy to just walk away when you're practicing at home and skip your Shavasana. But please take at least a couple minutes here this morning, relaxing, taking this much needed time for yourself. Namaste.